Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me my sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying my someplace is here. If I had you in my shower.
Spend my whole life loving you, like you baby sweetheart.
Good night now. Welcome to Steubenville, Ohio, all you Dean Martin fans. Dean Martin right here. Born just up the street up here. Back when he was a bad boy, he used to play down here at the Spot Bar. I'm not sure what he played. I think he played with the women and drank the wine. I'm not sure. But anyway, welcome to the Spot Bar. My name's Dave Giles. And I know you're all here because we're having a Dean Martin singing contest, right? All right. Well, show Anastasia, come on up here. How you doing tonight? All right.
Okay. Are we ready to party? Anybody remember the Gold Diggers? The Gold Diggers on Dean Martin show? No? With the boots? Come on now. Okay, so we're gonna do some 60s tunes in remembrance of Dino in the 1960s. So, my man Dave, what's happening here? You baby, and we're waiting for Lou Martini, famous from The Sopranos, and he's gonna be judging me in the Dean Martin contest. Woo! Don't stand near that. Okay, anyway. Nice to see you. Alright, right that up. Alright. Who wants to dance? I know you know this tune. It's called Downtown. I want to hear you. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. Thank you. Because I don't like to work alone. I don't like to work, but I definitely don't like to work alone. Oh, okay, I guess we're doing After Midnight. Anybody like Patsy Cline? Alright! I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I go out walking after midnight, searching for you. Come on, grab somebody. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I go out walking after midnight, searching for you. I stop to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. As the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I got walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you will be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for you. Lou Martini has arrived. He is coming to the building and he's going to be one of the judges tonight. So, get ready to do your Dean Martin impersonation. Patsy Cline. Sir, you look like you like to dance. Do you dance? Do you dance? No? Okay, well then I won't ask you that. Stop to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you will be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me, searching for Thank you.
Better late than never, baby. How about that? Me and Dina just had a quickie over at the hotel. I hope everyone understands it had to be done. So I'm here now. You guys ready to have a fun time tonight? How many Dean Martin people? Do you get a lot of people to sign up? 11 people. I think we can do 15. I think we do. How about a nice hand for Michelle, everybody? With those boots. We got anybody here from Canada tonight? Where's my Canadian people? Yeah. There's no Labatt's here tonight. They got Labatt? They serve Labatt? You guys? Labatt's? Go ahead, sing it. Alright guys, I'm handing it over to the pro.
Who wants to dance with Lou Martini? Manuel, Blueberry Hill, somebody. Yeah, let's crank that up, yeah. Let's hear it for JoJo. Be quiet or they're gonna dance. Here they go. Oh. I found my thrill. Everybody. On Blueberry Hill. On Blueberry Hill. When I found you,
thrill.
Everybody.
On Blueberry Hill.
Oh, this is the break. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Got some brave couples here. There we go.
The in the willow place, such sweet melodies.
On here.
But all of those vows you made were never to be. Nowhere apart, I think of you still. For you were my thrill. On Blueberry Hill.
Alright. Thank you very much. And for my last tune, we got a 1960s Frank Sinatra tune. And I know you know this because I don't really know all the words. Remember this? That's live. I want to hear it. Remember, puppet, over, pirate, over. That's live.
That's what all the people say. You're riding high and April, shot down in May. But I won't let it change my tune. When I'm back on top in June, I said that's life. And it's funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stumbling on a dream. But I won't let it wear me down. 'Cause this final world, it keeps spinning around. Everybody, I've been a puppet, a poet, a tyrant, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing, each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's life. And I can't deny it. Many times I thought I'd come out, but my heart won't buy it. And it has not shaken come this year, July. I'll get right on a big bird and then I fly. I've been a puppet, a poker, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing, each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life, that's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought I'd come down, but my heart won't buy it. And it was nothing shaking comes here tonight. I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball. Let me hear it. And
Great job. Drink up.
Watch out for the low-flying objects. One more time for the show here. Okay, Jeannie, come on up here. Michelle, come back up here. Where's Lou at? Lou? He's at the bar. Where's Lou? He's always like Dean Martin. Where's my friend Ted at? Ted? Hey, y'all like listening to Michelle here sing? She's got a CD out here again. Well, make sure you stop picking one up. You enjoyed the sounds of the 60s. This lovely lady right here pumps it out. Anyway, Ted, over here. Okay, these are our judges for tonight's contest. The Silver Starling. The Drinker. I'm not quite sure what Ted is. Remember, the drunker I am, the better you sound. So keep reading the judges, you guys get good scores. Anyway, we have 11 contestants, right? All right, as y'all know, you each got a number. Okay, you guys can clear the stage. And we'll have a meeting over here in the corner after we get started here. First number is number 2. Jim Zielinski. Is that his name? Jelenka? Jim Jelenka.
Watch away.
That is love that'll have to do until the real thing comes along. I'll gladly move the earth for you to prove my love to and its worth to you. If that is love that'll have to do until the real thing comes along. With all the words in my command, I just can't make you understand. I'll always love you, darling, come with me. My heart is yours, what more can I say? I sigh for you and I cry for you. I'd pull the stars down from the sky for you. If that is love, it'll have to do till the real thing comes along. Just can't make you understand. I'll always love you, darling, come with me. My heart is yours, what more could I say? I'd sigh for you and I'd cry for you. I'd pull the stars down from the sky for you. If that ain't love, it'll have to do until the real thing comes along. Until the real thing comes along. Until the real thing comes along.
We're gonna pick another number here. Number 6. Mark. Where's Mark at? Mark. Number 6. Mark. There he is.
Excuse me, could everybody kind of keep it down while the contestants are singing?
On fresh and delicate on stool and a blade. One girl, one boy, some dream, some joy, and the rings are red doors. Forget a song. It lies in your lips and mine to see the white and the green cloud and hang the wedding bells on High Square. 3 little kids for the favor, still can't get through the days. See how the favor stays. These are the dreams we'll save. Words is blessings from above. I want my I want
Number 8. Dennis. Number 8. Dennis. Okay, hey, when the singers are singing, please keep the buzz volume down to a minimum, please. Okay. Anyway, if you haven't got your t-shirts yet, we got t-shirts over here in behind there. And let's see. Okay, don't forget tomorrow night's festivities. What time tomorrow night's festivities start? I think so. And Saturday we got the meatball eating contest right here at Spot Bar. The meatball, you know what a meatball is? You don't know what a meatball is? That's an Italian dish. That's an Italian dish, yeah, that's what it is.
Where you from? 7 Hills, Ohio? Oh, okay. Welcome to Jimville. I hope you, thank you. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, you got my vote, but I'm not a judge. I don't know if any of you all can see this shirt or not. These are the back of the D. Martin shirts from Spot Bar. We're selling them right inside the door there. I think they were like $22 out of $15. Real nice shirts. Souvenirs of Steubenville, Ohio, the home of Dean Martin. And it's not too late to join the karaoke contest. Right now we have 12 contestants. Getting up here on some funds. Somebody's going to walk away here a very happy person tonight. Number 12, Scott. Number 12, Scott. Scott, there he is. He says, oh no, that was quick. Well, that's what you get for signing up late. We're pulling our numbers randomly. 3. Tommy Lanigan. Tommy Lanigan, where are you?
Say, do you want me to sing? Say, do you want me to sing? Huh? Can I have everybody's undivided attention? Chloe wants to say something. Do you want me to sing? If we can get everybody to tone it down, she's gonna sing "Everybody Loves Somebody." But we gotta really tone it down because she's not very aggressive yet. I'm sure she'll have her moment though. You ready? Okay, ready? What? Unless you want me to sing. You don't want to ruin the show. Everybody. Somebody. Something. Everybody. Oh, somebody. You're made it well. Oh, free. Oh, somebody. Like that. All right.
Hey Joe, let's tell about some of the events coming up this Saturday, tomorrow night and Saturday while you're here.
What is tomorrow, Friday? Okay, Friday, if you guys check in the front bar, they'll have a list of everybody that's performing. We're going to try to get the show off tomorrow about 8 o'clock. We're going to have Michelle. I think you guys already heard her. She's going to open it up. We're going to have Bob Morelli, who does a tribute to Dean Martin, does an excellent job. Bo Wagner and his trio. For the first time, we're going to have 2 bands. Usually we did track in the past, but we got 2 bands this year. Bo does a tribute to Frank Sinatra. As much as I, hate to have Sinatra involved in this, but Dean requested it, so we're going to have it. Let me see who else. We have the Strohs brothers, who are originally from Wellsville, Ohio. For those who aren't familiar with that, it's just right down the road. And they played numerous times on the Dean Martin show. They were good friends with him. Let me see who else. I know I'm missing a bunch. Oh, Barb Bogart, who does Marilyn Monroe. We have Russ. I always pronounce his name wrong. I hope he's not here because he'll get mad at me. I even spell it wrong. In yellow, something to that effect. But if you're here, Russ, I apologize for chopping it up. Let me see. The winner of this contest has the opportunity to perform Saturday night at the end if he or she wishes. And I think I wish to do it. I entered last year, I lost, but I'll win this year, I'll guarantee it. I don't care what anybody says, it's bullshit. Let me see, who else? Oh, Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon is going to be my favorite. First of all, it's going to be like tonight, it's free. So it doesn't cost anybody anything. The expense is all on me. Getting in is free. The booze you gotta pay for. Anyways, we're gonna have Frank Gallo, Italian band from Youngstown, Ohio. This is absolutely phenomenal. Really does a great job. And we're gonna have the Dean Martin meatball eating contest. And I believe we got the champ right there. Listen, champ, look, I want you. I want you. I want you, and I'm gonna get you. Yeah, you can talk all that meatball you want. You're mine. and I'll win that one too. All right, and then it continues on Saturday night. So you guys know what it's all about. Thanks for coming and good luck. Let's get on with the show.
How do you follow it like that?
I'll tell you what, if I close my eyes, I was sworn that was Dean Martin. Be up there on the hill, my arm around a girl, getting hot and bothered. Alright, let's go down another number. Number 6. Number 9. Abby. Abby.
There's not much down there left, is there? Where'd all that money go in December? Number 5. Ray Scalise. Ray, where's Ray at?
How's everybody doing? Are we ready? When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. For the dancer may be on the floor, never my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violin long before it begins. Make it feel as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other dancers may be on the floor, yeah, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have a magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make it feel as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. You know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now.
All right. He was on the beach. He was swaying in the swells. Another very good contestant. Absolutely right. Lucky number 13. Chester, DJ Chester.
Glad to see you guys came out here to the Dean Martin Festival. This song I'm doing tribute to a certain The object of my affection can change my complexion from white to rosy red. Anytime she holds my hand, it tells me that she's mine. There are many girls who can thrill me, some who can fill me with dreams of happiness. But I know I'll never rest until she says she's mine. I'm not afraid she'll leave me, 'cause she's not the kind to be unfair. But instead I trust her implicitly. She can go where she wants to go, do what she wants to do, I don't care. The object of my affection can change my complexion from white to rosy red. Anytime she holds my hand, it tells me that she's mine. But instead I trust her implicitly. She wants to go, do what she wants to do, I don't care. The object of my affection can change my complexion from white to rosy red. Anytime she holds my hand, it tells me that she's
Lucky number 13. I just got here too. Number 3. I think it'd be 3 back in there. Number 1. Number 1.
Good place here tonight. Really enjoying it. We came from Maryland. It took us 5 hours to get here to sing a very short song.
one girl, one boy, something, no reason don't forget a small thing. Fall in line with your lips and mine, 2 sips of wine, memories on everything. Yeah, at the wedding bells, one house for lovers dwell, 3 little kids for the plaything. Steer carefully through the days, see how the flavor stays. These are the dreams we will save with his blessing from above. Stone in generously with love. One man, one life, one love, through our memories on many days. Memories on many days.
He's got hair too, yes. Okay, we got 4 contestants left. If you haven't signed up yet, you still have time. $20 entry fee. Number 4. Number 7, Eric. Number 7, Eric.
Pretty sure Dean's only fault was making drinking look cool. I'm stuck doing it. I'm used to it. This will be a good time. What's that? Actually, my mother gave it to me last year. I see they're selling them around here, so I'm from Akron, Ohio. 2 hours away. Not too bad of a drive, it was worth it. Had a good time.
Will grow and they can make more wine. And I'm sitting in our home here in Chicago with a broken heart and a woman on my mind. I asked the man behind the bar for the jukebox. And the music takes me back to Tennessee, where they ask, who's a fool in the corner, crying, say, a little old wine drinker me. From down in Nashville, here's my baby, left for Florida on a train. Well, I thought I'd get a job and just forget her, but a broken in Chicago's still the same. I asked the man behind the bar for the jukebox, and the music takes me back to Tennessee. When they ask, who's the fool in the corner, crying, say, a little old wine drinker me. I
say, little old Corona drinking me.
Yeah, they grow them grapes out there in California too. Dean.
Yeah, my name's Dean. I was named after Dean Martin. My dad used to like to hear him sing and thought it might be cool, I guess. I've only sang this song twice, so I'm just doing it for fun. I'm a local DJ. My name's Dean. I have Quality Sound Entertainment. I'm a Felix, some Easties, a bunch of others. It's all about fun. It's the only song I know. I only sang it twice.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something against just told me everybody finds somebody someday.
Here we are having a good time. This is the very first time I've ever been to this thing. This is pretty cool.
That was your first time singing karaoke? Doing a Dean Martin song, that Dean Martin song? I tell you what, I thought you did good. From me to you, you did good. Yeah, but if it was a Kid Rock contest, you'd be in, you know, cowboy. Number 11. David, number 11.
Who here is from Jersey? My peeps are here. Jersey? Jersey, baby.
Switch tunes because they didn't have the one that I asked for. But we're going to make the change on the fly. We're good. We're good to go. Jersey.
That's not fair. I want a recount. You never saw it.
Change it as sure as the stars shine on. Oh, you know what it will sound, but I love you. So find yourself somebody to love. You're never gonna change it. As sure as the stars shine above. Oh, you know what it will sound, but I really love you. So find yourself somebody to love.
We got one more special. The contest is over, but we do have one special guest we're going to have here tonight. Y'all ready for a treat? All the way from Las Vegas, JoJo Albert. Steubenville's own.
You know, Dave, I gotta get a chair.
You gotta get a chair.
You know where I've been all night?
Where you been all night?
I was at a parking meter.
What was you doing at a parking meter?
I don't know, it was in front of some bar or something. Yeah, I put $20 in it.
$20 in it? How much time did you get?
3 hours? Yeah, it just ran out.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna do it. First of all, I'm gonna thank everybody for being here. You know, my good friend. Yeah. You know, it's really nice to be back here in Steubenville. Yeah. And meet all my good friends. Yeah. You know, every time this year, I talk to the Lord Hotel here. You know, because I'm up there. The rest of my buddies, you know where they're at, because they were mad. Anyways, he gives me a leave of absence every year. Yeah. And that's how I can make it here. But anyways, you know it's good to be back home. I'm going to tell you one story that happened to me before I passed away. Yeah. You know, I went on vacation one time. I was in Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii. You ever been to Hawaii? You was in Hawaii? I hope what happened to me didn't happen to you. Yeah, 4 years ago I was in Hawaii. Guess what happened? Yeah, my wife, she got pregnant. Yeah, 4 years ago. 2 years ago, I decided I'm gonna go somewhere else. I go someplace, Chicago. Yeah, I don't know, some bar there, you know. Next thing I know, what do you think happened to my wife? Yeah, you know, she got pregnant again. You know what? You know what's going to happen this year? I'm gonna fool her. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take her with me. Yeah. I'm gonna take her with me. Shit. 6 kids is enough. I don't even know who they are. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh. Anyways, you know, when I sang that song, Everybody Loves Somebody, you know, I sang that from my heart. Right? It was from my heart. It didn't have to do with everybody from the studio. This is where I got my start. Yeah. And I'll tell you what. You know what's missing up here right now? A drink. I sure wish that I could have a drink. I sure wish that I could have a drink. Oh no, I can't believe it. Who's coming, folks? My good friend. Sammy, is that you? Oh, I can't believe it. Sammy. See now, if you was where I was at, you know, up there with the Lord, you'd be like me. You'd be white. Hey, yeah, but that heat must be awful hot down there. Man, does that change your whole complexion? You still my man, huh? Yeah, it's still hot. You know, I'm gonna try to get you up there with me. Do you want to give me some pennies or something?
Let's do this. God, I'm sorry for my sins, but I'm in Steubenville, Ohio. Let me hear you, Steubenville!
That's not good. You know, I could tell you some real good stories about Sammy, but I can't do it. I promised him years ago that, you know, whatever stays Las Vegas in them rooms up there, stays in them rooms. So you know, Sammy, you know how they say they put in the back of the room? Yeah, that's where they got the back of the room at. Right there, it wasn't no bus. Yeah, that's bullshit there. Oh, anyways, you know, I told you that joke about my wife. You think it's a joke, you're laughing. It's for real, it's for real, yeah. Okay, anyways, yeah. Ooh.
James!
Yeah, he's about the same size as James Brown. Anyways, you know, he's my shadow. That's why I try to get him here. Me and my shadow, I try to get him here. Anyway, let's have a little drink, Sammy. Salute, everybody. D. Martin, all right. You know what? I need to get a stool. I can't get way down there. I'll never get up. I'm 95 years old. Rose, where you at? Rose, how old am I? Rose, you still here? How old? 25? Oh, 95. Oh, hey. I like you too. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to sing one of my favorite songs. Yeah. And it's a good one. Oh, okay. You know, oh, come here. You guys don't recognize her, but use your imagination a little bit. You know she was one of the gold diggers at one time. Yeah, she was. Yeah. Anyways, Dave, you ready? Sammy, you got something you want to say? Oh, the Candyman. Yeah, you know who the Candyman is, Sammy. That's why we kept him out of heat all the time. We wanted to stick around long. Okay, we're gonna start. Y'all ready? I gotta get a little closer out there. Hey, Jay, start it all over again. Get ready. Hey, Bobby, you all right? Ho, I can't. Bobby C, you know what? I want to introduce one good friend of mine. Bobby, can you step up here for 1 minute? Let me introduce you to everybody. And the show ain't going on unless you get up here. You know, Bobby, don't let this appearance fool you, because if you go to Mountaineer from anywhere from the hours of like 10 to 6, he looks real pretty. Yeah. You ain't even gonna recognize him. But anyways, you know, he come all the way to Colorado. Yeah. And right now, if y'all go to Mountaineer, he's the big shot. Yeah. No, you're the big shot. Yeah. You know what he told me one day when I first met him? He introduced himself to me. Then a week later he came back. He says, "You know everybody in Steubenville." I said, "Yeah, no shit. I've been here 58 years. I should know somebody." So he can't hide. I can give you a list of all 40 girls that he dates. He's been here 8 months. Yeah, he's worse than Frank. I thought Frank was bad. You're bad, Bobby. Yeah, he likes to leave them $10, $20 tips. If any of you girls wait on him and he gives you a $10 or a $20 tip, he wants to book you. And it's all about love, man. It ain't about no money. All right, hey, I'm ready there. Okay, we're ready? I'm gonna put this right here. Don't touch it. Let's get ready. Sammy, don't touch it. I'm praying for rain in California, so the grapes can grow and they can make some wine. And I'm sitting in a honky in Chicago with a broken heart and a woman on my mind. I got the man and the boy for the jukebox and the music that takes me back to Tennessee. And they ask, who's the fool in the corner? Right, I say, a little old wine drinker me. I came here last week for me down in Nashville. That's my baby, left me to Florida on the train. I thought I'd get a job and just forget her. But in Chicago, a broken heart is still the same. I asked the man and the bar for the jukebox. And the music, it takes me back to Tennessee. Oh yeah. When they ask, who's the fool in the corner, crying there? The little old man, I say the little You know the worst part about this, I think, was the sound system, so don't let that be any reflection on how good I can sing. Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot. Good luck. Have fun, folks. All right. God bless you. All right. Let's hear it for Sammy. All right.
Give it up one more time for me and Sammy. All right, let's get our judges up here. Lou, Michelle, Ted.
All right, bro.
All right, the 5 contestants come up here. Let's have you all stand up here in front of us here. Stand here.
I can take it. I mean, little is
Judges, come back here behind me. All right, so this is what we're going to do, guys. Everybody, as they say in Jersey, stop the seat, stop the seat. This is what we're going to do. First of all, give everybody a big hand and we're all great. Alright, what we're going to do is now we're going to go down the line. We're going to give you 10 seconds Acapulco. Acapulco style, 10 seconds. Give me your best 10 seconds of Dino. And then we're going to go down the line by a show of hands. That's how you're going to get your, I say we probably cut it down to 2 and then do the big duel off of the show of fan support. Sound good to everybody? Does that sound good, everybody? All right. We're going to do the opposite order because we started this way last time. We're going to start over here. All right. So give us your name and then give us 10 seconds of Dino, all right? Here we go.
Tommy Lanigan.
Tommy Lanigan.
Send me the pillow that you bring. Don't you know that
Tommy Lanigan. Okay, next up.
My name's Dean. I pass.
All right, David from Jersey.
Jersey!
When it's your, I like a bigger picture.
Down from Maryland. One man, one wife, one real life, man, always on. I'm Mark Hogan. I'm from Tiltonsville, but I live in Columbus, Ohio. When it's an woman, it's so kind. Everybody puts them down. My face, well, just walking back to Stouffville.
Joe Thomas from right here in Steubenville. As I wake up in the morning with my head under my eyes, she says hi. And I stumble to the breakfast table with our kids going up to school.
I'm Joseph Nicka, and
Arrivederci Roma. It's time to say goodbye to Rome. I'm Pastor Blacksky. I'm from Cleveland. Una bella cellula brilla, streppino tutto bello, fasteggiare sotto il cielo di Roma.
Name's Eric. I'm from Akron, Ohio. Since we're all doing foreign languages, let's go with
Nel blu, un piccolo blu, venite a girare lassù, in bolla retomata, sentite sanare la blu. I'm Scott. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Send me the pillow that you dream on. Don't you know that I still care for you? I'm Ray English from Steubenville. How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head?
All right. So this is very important now. What we're going to do is, Michelle's going to take the front. I'm going to take the back. Only clap for the two guys you think should be in the final clap-off, okay? Because if you clap for everybody again, we're going to get all confused. We can't handle it. I've had much too much bourbon. All right? So you're going to clap for your two favorites, okay? All right. Line up. Get in the line. Michelle's going to do your front. How did I get the backside of this job? I don't know. We'll start over here, Michelle. Remember, just clap for your two favorites, and they'll be in the final clap-off. All right. Number one.
Thank you.
Scotty from Dallas, number two. I guess they don't like the Cowboys, Scott. All right, number three, but he's got a staff shirt on. I don't know about that. Could be a ringer. One of Rosie's ringers. Number four, Mr. Rogers sings Dean Martin. Here we are. Clap if you want him in the finals. Number five, the tallest of our contestants. The young stud of the bunch, obviously, number six. He's got hickeys all over him. You want to borrow my comb? Brush those out a little bit? All right. Obviously, the most beautiful contestant, ladies and gentlemen. All right, next in line, broad shoulders, Mark. I thought Regis Philbin came in. I was wrong. He's a great Dean Martin singer. The Bruce Springsteen of our contestants, New Jersey. We got Big Tommy over here. We're doing a great job. And we got JoJo and Sammy. Big applause, everyone. Sammy just turned into a Brenda Holyfield. How did that happen? Look at that. All right, so which would have been two? All right, so here's our two finalists. Regis, what's your first name, Reg? Hal, we got Hal, and the ringer from Rosie's crew. Come on here. These are your two finalists. They got the ticket in his hand. All right? All right. Now I'm going to ask them a real stupid Dean Martin question too, and I want this to weigh on the judging just a little bit, all right? The question is, and you're going to answer first. If you could spend the day with Dean Martin, if you could bring Dino back, what would you do with him?
52 holes of golf.
52 holes of golf with Dino. All right, Hal. Hal, if you could bring him back, you had 24 hours to spend with Dino, what would you do?
I like to spend the time with him in the Rat Pack.
All right, good answer, Hal. All right, this is what it's come down to. Hey, Dave, what's the prize? What do they win? How much money tonight, we know?
They get a date with JoJo. He's gonna drink some wine.
I don't know if they want to win that. Really? All right, here we go. Michelle, you do the front, I do the back. This is it, guys, okay? First, we have Hal. All right, and then we have Eric. All right, we're gonna do it one more time. It's real close. Only clap for the guys you want to take out the big prize. All right?
A different song. A different song. Make him sing
You want a song, a full song?
a different song.
Do I hear a song?
A different song.
What the hell? We got the place till 11, right, JoJo? What the hell? How long we got the place?
Forever.
There we go. So they're going to do a song each. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Do rock, paper, scissors. See who goes first.
You know what?
A different song.
While we're figuring out what songs we're gonna sing, let me get Frank Sinatra up here, and we're doing a little song while we're
Frankie's here? All right.
Frankie.
All right. Where's Mr. Sinatra? Francis Albert. See in the room?
Hey, Will.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I live a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and saw it through without exemption. I went each charted course, each careful step, along the byway, and much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew, but through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it all, spit it out, I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I love, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, I spill my drink, oh, my share of boozing, and now, as to subside, well, I find it all so damn amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, but not in a shower, oh no, not me, I did it my way. For what a man, and what has he got, if not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the way of what he is. The record shows I took the blow and did
So we're going to decide who's going first? Is it Hal or Eric? Who wants to go first? It's up to you guys. Who wants to go first?
Hal goes first.
Hal goes first. All right, this is Hal, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Hal.
Some grief, some joy, and memories are made real. Don't forget a small baby. Fall in line with a dream. Your lips and mine, she said, of one memories are made. Then I've been waiting back, one house along the ground, 3 little kids for the flavor. Stir carefully through the days, see how the flavor stays. These are the dreams we'll savor. With His blessing from above, throw it generously with love. One man, one wife, one love, through life, memories are made of it. Memories are made of it. Thank you.
Seriously. No matter what, I had a good time, so I figure at the very least, I'm gonna dedicate a song out to my wife of 10 months over there. She's the reason I got down here, thank God. First time down here.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like a fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like a sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep again. If this is just to be, yeah, then my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me this red, it's like all the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head. Ain't that a kick in the head? Like a sailor to the boat, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning, I go to sleep again. Red hell, if this is just to be, yeah then. My life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wet. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better. Robbie said, tell me quick. Oh, I love a kick. Tell me quick. Ain't love a kick.
While you guys are clapping, I know you guys, a lot of you guys are here for the whole weekend, and the spot is the spot, baby. Give JoJo a hand again for throwing the best party in Ohio. I want a big hand for my man Dave for doing the best job in Ohio putting this thing together. All right, let's bring the two guys up again. This is it, baby. This is it. Now, I've been told first prize is getting 80 bucks. Second prize is getting 50 bucks, and the other $130, which is great, is going to the Dean Martin Foundation. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Is that a wonderful thing? All right, guys, we need your total concentration. Remember that? I need total concentration for this. All right. Only clap for the guy that you think should win this thing, okay? All right, number one, Eric. Number two, and I don't mean that literally, Hal. I really don't. You're a wonderful man. Number two, Hal. All right, we're gonna have to do this one more time. We're gonna have to do this one more time now. I know it's Ohio, and I know I have a New York accent, but only clap for the guy that you want to win. I saw the whole crowd clap twice already. All right, this is really close. I mean, what's 30 bucks, right? But this is what we gotta do. All right, only clap for the guy that you thinks did the best Dean Martin job tonight. All right, number one. If I see anybody clapping twice, I swear to God, I'm calling Tony. Swear to God. Number one, Eric. All right, you got that? You have a nice volume control meter on that thing? Whatever you got. All right. Number two, Hal. gentlemen, the winner of the 2008 Dean Martin Festival Impersonation Contest here at the spot is Eric. And give Hal a nice hand. They were great. They were great. And you guys, I'm going to sing a song. You guys want to hear me sing a song? We got any rock and rollers here tonight? We're going to do a rock. Eric. Nice hand for Eric and Hal, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who has your money. All right, we go back to the 80s with this. Come on, Spot, you going to help me out? I said, come on, Spot, you going to help me out? JoJo! All you guys in the spot, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless everybody. Good night. Hang out, we got more karaoke right there.